Good afternoon, Country Club at DC Ranch golfers. This is Dick Highland, and I'm here with our special guest, Bob Klein, and Bob's going to be visiting and answering 3 questions that I've been hearing from you all along as soon as I'm done. I just want to tell you that the last month with the monsoons, you've been through them as we have. We've gotten 6 inches of rain, and whenever we can get complimentary water on this grass out there, we will take it. We should also tell you that this coming week, so to speak, starting on Friday, we will have a Labor Day kind of liquidation sale through the courtyard area over to where the private dining room is to move some merchandise, give you an advantage to take some prices that we might normally not be able to offer. So we're glad to do it. The Inferno is over as of last week, and our champions are Brian Mull and Joe Caffarelli, so congratulations to them. And to our own Nolan Skowronek. Nolan is one of our golf professionals, and he passed the PAT that's required by the PGA of America. So if you see Nolan around, if you please give him a thumbs up, pat him on the back, it's well done. Labor Day is next Monday. We've got tee times from the first tee starting at 7:30. So please come out and enjoy your Labor Day golf with your family. Black Friday, Superintendent's Revenge, is on September the 9th. Make your tee times as normal. We will be setting the whole locations as demanding as we can, and all I can say to you is good luck. We've got a tournament schedule coming out to you on 4 tees within the next month, so please be on the lookout for that. It's got all the tournaments and the detail as we move forward. Overseeding starts September the 26th. We reopen on October 21st. And don't forget about the Friday party after the opening day golf and festivities. During our overseeding period, the north end of the range will be open from 8 to 5 daily, with the exception of Sundays when we close it at 2, and then the horseshoe might reopen. So anyway, keep those things in mind. Our member rodeo, you're going to be able to sign up for that starting on September 15th. The ladies are the 7th to the 9th, the guys are the 10th to the 12th. The first 60 teams that sign up get in the field. Junior golf. I should tell you that on Sundays we've had a lot of activity with junior golf. We've had 25 junior golfers go out on Sunday mornings from 9 to 10, and then on Wednesday afternoons they play a little golf starting at 4 o'clock. I should also make mention and congratulations to the following, and if I've left any of the junior golfers off this, we know that Notre Dame had their qualifying for their school team, and the likes of Dylan Wolf, Cooper Ingram, Brady Horowitz, Finn Vander Ark, and Mitch Curran, all members here at the Country Club at DC Ranch, will be on the team. But I should also mention that some other juniors, as best I understand, Hudson Ross might be playing for Chaparral, and Brantley Howard will be playing for Rancho Solano. So now to the big questions. So as we can pan around here, and Justin, our videographer, back from vacation, is with us. You can see that number one, we've been standing in the old golf shop, and as we look outside, this will be the footprint for what will be the new golf house that we'll see coming forward. As best I can tell you, and I know you're going to be asking, but they keep holding to the date of late January. But if you've ever built a house, you know that sometimes there might be delays, but we're sticking to our story, and we're excited about it coming forward. So Bob Klein, as you're looking out here, you've been asked as well as I have, talk to us about each phase of the construction, what you can tell us. Let's get some excitement going around here.
Sure, no, I appreciate that. So obviously this phase is for the extension and the basic admin building we're going forward with. We had to make some modifications. The monsoon certainly didn't help us out with compaction, but that's all done now. So now we're all moving forward, start pouring concrete and footers in the next few days, if not early next week. So that'll be good. Next week behind this tractor out there, there'll be a solid DG path for the golfers, so you'll no longer have to walk down the stairwell. So we hope by the end of next week that's completed. So that's on schedule at this point in time. To Dick's point, you know, we're obviously subject to whatever's not here. Fortunately, we ordered everything early of long lead time, windows, roof tiles, etc. So that part was finished and done. The nice thing about it is why we had some days we weren't getting things done up here, waiting on to dry out or other things and some permit modifications. We moved the crews downstairs to do the underbelly of the club for the team area, things that were getting done as part of this project. That's new bathrooms, new dining facility for the team, a lot of other organizational changes, things like that. So that has been pushed ahead schedule-wise and doing very well. Will be completed in the next couple weeks downstairs. Simultaneously down at the HOA building, we did a gut down there to do the same thing down there and get it ready to go. for the modifications that need to be done there, and then ultimately have for our employee parking during the construction period that we're getting ready to go through once season gets back here. So with that said, I think it's important everybody understands where we are. To Dick's point, that we are holding schedule at this point in time. I won't lie to you, I'm definitely nervous. I think everybody is, but they're saying we can do it. Was asked a great question last night for clarity, and I want to repeat this. The question was, are we going to be fully operational in the golf shop? Well, while the golf shop may not be open when we first open up, the teams are 100% ready to go. So when we get back into integrated scores and all things through Dick and Jason and the entire golf staff and team, I think you'll see a revised new difference from before, and I'm excited what you're going to see there, and I think that that's something great to look forward to.
So when you're out on the patio of the old golf shop in between here and the men's locker room, you'll notice some renderings that we are glad to be able to talk you through so you understand what's happening. So this existing golf shop that we once used will be extended out this way, and then I don't know what we want to call it just yet, the admin component, where we'll have a lot of operations going on, and the new piece of the structure will be going out to the west. And then as Bob mentioned, what's going to be great is when we get this path in where they can walk from literally the men's locker room on a straight beeline to the range and not going down the steps here and up the ramp and getting confused with the carts and all that other good stuff. So that's going to be a welcome thing. But let's talk about Mark Gallaudet. Okay, Mark comes to us from Medina Country Club in Chicago, right?
Right.
Site of many major championships and Ryder Cups and whatnot. And after an extensive search by the committee, by the board, everybody else who wanted to talk to Mark, how did we decide on Mark? And what can you tell us about the transition to get ready to take place for Mark coming in? I believe it's October 3rd, something like that?
That's correct.
All right.
A great question. So obviously, as most of you know, and if you don't, we went through a massive process with a third-party vendor to find the right people across the entire country to see who would fit our needs. We had quite the selection process. We started with about 14, narrowed it to 10, to 6, to 3, called the 3 back a second time to go back through them. And ultimately we landed, the committee landed on Mark, and then the board supported that decision. Mark comes to us with tremendous amount of background experience. I had Sherry and the staff and team forward you all information regarding him and the announcement that we wrote a little while back. And I'm super excited for him. I have had the pleasure to be on the phone with him quite a bit, getting us integrated, ready to go where things are as the president / acting GM / whatever. And I think that the reality of what he's shown me just in the remote skills on the phone, I'm super excited when he gets here in person. So with that said, to answer finally your question, the teams have worked extremely hard without any general manager here. So from Kristen and Dick and Jason and everybody here, I mean everybody, and kitchen chef, everybody, Mike Sharp, have all stepped their games up and quite frankly polished them off. So my goal and our message to everybody is let's be every bit of 75 or 80% when Mark gets here, so he doesn't have to go rebuild anything and he can polish the rest of it off, period. I would say the majority of the departments are well past that, so I'm very excited to say it to you. That's a tribute to all these people, not to me, that's them. They've all worked very hard to make it happen. So with that said, and Mark coming on the 3rd, his integration will come there. He will be on site on the 3rd. I would ask any of the members to kind of just give him a week or two to get situated here. We'll do a formal, probably a cocktail party, introduction, and some other things for him. But let's let him get his feet on the ground with the teams and get moving forward that way. But again, after extensive looking and research and background checks and everything, he has got all the experience in the world that we need and then some, and I think he takes us to another level, which we've been obviously elevated already. This will take us to the next stop.
So in closing, I would tell you I got a couple more comments. You shouldn't be surprised about that. But your golf staff is going to be as complete this season, this year, as it's ever been since I've been here. With Jason Walter, our head professional, we've got Justin standing in front of us. He's the videographer. Thank you, Justin. And we have Hank, and we have Jerron, and we have Nolan. And now we have a new gal coming in. Her name is Abby Parsons, and she is a PGA member. And all these people are involved in the PGA. So it's wonderful to have people who know and love golf and want it as a career. So that's good fun for us. Lastly, we've got a cover shot unit coming in September. And then I just received notice today that our golf carts, which we weren't expecting until November, they're scheduled to come now in September. So we got a lot of fun stuff going on around the club. And we hope you join us this coming week for our sale outside the golf shop. And as I close every visit, please, 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 if you've got any questions, comments, concerns, if you can talk to Bob, email Bob, talk to me, email me. The rumor mill will be, at next to nothing, and that's what we want to avoid. So let's all have a fun season as we start it up. Thanks.
Thank you.